And now, here are your hosts, Jeanette, Trisha, Matt, and Sean.
One of the things that's so much fun and so interesting about the start of a new tour is, in some ways, the slate is kind of wiped clean, right? So when the band rolls into Florida and gets the tour underway, we basically have an entire summer worth of shows ahead of us to rack up stats, fun tidbits. Included in all of these little fun things are DMB liberations, and there's something that have very much been a part of the last few summer tours. If you're not familiar with DMB liberations, they first and foremost stem from dmbalmanac.com and all of the great work that the team over at the Almanac does. What they categorize as a liberation, in case you're unfamiliar, is a song that has gone at least 1,000 days without being played by the full band. So there are some Dave and Tim songs on the Liberation list. There are covers, there are DMB songs. It's a collection of a whole bunch of different things. But in order to get off of that list, you've got to be played by the full band. So we thought it would be a fun little exercise to go around the room for us to make a prediction on either what we hope is going to be liberated or maybe something that we just kind of have a feeling is going to be liberated. Before we do, I just wanted to quickly, just so people can kind of make a comparison, I'll read down the list of the songs that were liberated during the 2023 summer tour. And these are going to go in order of, we'll start out with the song that it had been the most amount of days since it was last played. Now, the Almanac does include covers. So the song with the longest amount of days since it was last played last year was Melissa. And it had been over 5,000 days since Melissa had been covered. In terms of DMB specific songs, Busted Stuff was the big one. Busted Stuff, it had been 4,600 days since Busted Stuff was last played. And of course, it was liberated. It went on to be played a couple of times throughout the summer. It went on to be played in Europe. Busted Stuff has had a nice return into the fold. American Baby Intro was another one, about 4,300 days in between performances. We also have more covers on this list, like Long Black Veil. Bismarck was a liberated song in 2023. Hunger for the Great Light, Virginia in the Rain, Help Myself, Spoon, and then finally Cortez the Killer. All of those songs were liberated during the 2023 summer tour. So with all of that said, let's go around the room. Trisha, do you want to lead us off with what is your pick to come off of the liberation list during the 2024 summer tour?
Sure. I will say I don't have a lot of hope for it, but I've been really
good start.
But if you're listening out there, Alligator Pie.
All right.
Alligator Pie. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one.
It is.
I don't even know how many times they've played that live. Never? I don't know. I missed that.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, for sure. For sure.
It's been an awful long time. Last full band performance of Alligator Pie, you've got to go back to 2018. It's been a long time now. Since 2018, we have seen there was a Dave Solo Alligator Pie performance that popped up in 2019, in 2020, the COVID year. So before COVID shut the world down, actually the last known performance of Alligator Pie in any capacity came in Mexico in 2020. Dave and Tim playing Alligator Pie. But in terms of full band, you've got to go back to 2018.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Jeanette, what would be your pick to come off this liberation list?
Well, mine is completely selfish, and it's just because it's the one and only song that I have not heard live, and that's "Let You Down." I know. I don't know if we'll ever get it. Even if it's just Dave solo, if it's Dave and Tim version, I don't care. I've never heard any version of it. I can check every song off if that ever happens. So
Whoa.
I would love, maybe I'll just retire.
No, but I have a good
You guys
feeling
laugh.
that-
Maybe I'll
that-
retire.
That could come back. You don't
I mean,
know.
what else? What else is there to chase at that point? I mean,
Dreams of Our Fathers, but I heard that because Matt sang it.
Matt,
So-
yes.
That's right.
Yes.
You can all check it off your lists.
Exactly. So, Let You Down. Here we go. 2024.
All right.
To sum up how significant this would be, just for anybody wondering, if you don't know, now Let You Down has been played. So a lot of these songs are going to find themselves in this category where there have been Let You Down performances, but the most recent Let You Down performance, it was a Dave solo performance. You got to go back to 2015 for even the last Dave solo performance of Let You Down. But the last full band performance of Let You Down, you've got to go back to June of 1997.
Ooh.
Like,
There's got to be a
Crazy.
reason.
century ago.
Crazy. We're
He let someone
creeping
down.
in.
And it's
We're
just,
over 9,500 days since the last
Wow.
full band performance of Let You Down.
yeah. He let someone down and can't play it. Something happened here.
Yeah. Too
Well,
emotional.
I don't know, Matt, how you're going to follow that up, but why don't you take a stab at following up Let You Down with your pick?
Well, I was going to say, actually, quick plug for the spinoff from the Path of Jane Likes remastered, because Sean and I, when we did our Crash live collaboration with DMBRemasters.org, we actually featured that very last performance of Let You Down,
Wow.
6/20/97 on that collaboration. So if you want to go listen to that, DMBRemasters.org is where you'll find that, and you click on the podcast link on there, and you can go in and listen to that. So just quick, cheap plug. One thing that I think is so interesting about Liberations is that they don't necessarily, you can look at the statistic, but it doesn't necessarily tell the story of the song.
Right.
And I'm going to use that in my pick, which is Snow Outside. So Snow Outside technically was last played full band in September of 2015. However, most of the performances, actually all of the performances from 2014 and 2015 of Snow Outside were part of DMB 2 sets, and these were all in the acoustic set, which, if you remember going back to that, DMB was splitting the show into 2 sets. The first half was an acoustic set. They would leave and then come back and do a full electric set. And some of the acoustic performances are really fantastic. We mentioned the Friend of the Devil, I believe, is from 2 sets from the acoustic set with Bella Fleck. And there are some great performances. There is a great Snow Outside from 2 sets with Bela as well. But you have to go all the way back to 2013, late 2013, to get the last electric performance of Snow Outside.
Wow.
A song that I think is criminally underrated and underplayed as a DMB song. The outro jam, I think, is just stellar. And you listen to that 2 sets version, I think that's probably the best version that's ever been played. But I would love to hear that, especially to hear what, I've talked about how much I love what Buddy Strong is doing right now with DMB. I would love to hear the outro with his piano fills mixed in, and just, I think that would take it to another place.
Good one.
Yeah, it's a great pick. It's a song that I would love to see, most of, maybe not most, but an awful lot of the Liberation list. I would like to see these songs kind of come back into life. Snow Outside would be such a treat. And it's a great point, Matt, that the amount of days, the amount of time that has passed since the last performance can be a little deceiving in the case of Snow Outside because of DMB 2 sets and the fact that it did kind of live in that first acoustic performance whenever we saw it during those 2 set years. So that's a great pick.
What about you, Sean?
So my pick, I'm going to go with a song that, at least in comparison to the 3 of you, my song has never been professionally recorded and released on a studio, but it doesn't mean that a lot of people don't hold out hope for the fact that one day this song can be released. It has been played a couple of times during Dave and Tim in Mexico, but in order to have heard it the last time in a full band setting, you've got to go all the way back to 14. The song I'm referring to is Good Time.
Good one. Good one.
And I would just really like to see, Good Time has always been a song that seemingly, people have always been really excited. I have always been really excited to see where that song can go. What can it develop into? The possibilities kind of seem endless for what Good Time can become. Matt, you talked a little bit about the fact that you would like to see what Buddy could do on a song like Snow Outside, I feel that way about Good Time too, because I feel like when it was a full band song, the organ was kind of part of it. Like so many of those Good Time versions, I can remember some of Butch's playing during those. Buddy's never played on Good Time. So it's a song that I'll cross my fingers and hope that it finds its way. It's kind of resuscitated and has a second life here in 2024.
Good
Good
choice.
one. Yeah, great choice. All great choices.
Will we get any of these guys? I mean, that's really
I
the
think
question.
we're getting all of them.
We did this last year, and Sean chose Bismarck, and we got Bismarck.
We got
So
Bismarck. We got Bismarck.
There are
We're batting
there are
250.
chances.
We're over the Mendoza line.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like if I had to take if I was wagering on this, if I was setting odds on this, I would say Jeanette's have the most insane odds of happening.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that we shouldn't all hope for
Wish
it and
for it, yeah.
doesn't mean that we
Manifest
all won't
it.
go crazy if it ever happens. But
Mhm.
it's been a long,
Yes.
I think
long
mine's
time.
the
A
least
girl can
possible,
dream.
But
No,
I don't know.
mine's the least possible. Maybe yours is the second, but I don't know. Alligator Pie had a real great run. I can totally see him being like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that song," and then and it becoming like a complete staple again. That happens so many times with so many different songs.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think it's one of the really fun parts about the summer is to see. I feel really safe in saying this, that some song and most likely multiple songs will be liberated in 2024. It seemingly happens every tour. So it'll be really exciting to see if it happens, when it happens, what venue is it taking place at, what song is it? It's just another, add it to the list of things to be excited for the 2024 summer tour.